Welcome. In front of me is a TCL 10 Plus, and today I'll show you a couple tweaks and tricks you can do on this device. So starting off, we're going to begin with the dark mode, which can be accessed either through settings or sometimes, there it is, through a notification bar. So we can simply tap on the dark mode, and there it is. And that also includes default apps. So as you can see, they will be in dark mode. So most of the default apps, settings as well. Now, unfortunately, this won't really save much battery, as some dark modes do. So anything that would be completely dark, like black, because this is a AMOLED display, pixels here are basically self-lit. So any pixel that is completely black isn't even lit up. So that means that it will use less energy to actually work, thus preserving the battery. But because in this case there's not much dark, like completely black pixel off backgrounds, as you can see right here, it's more like a super dark grayish that makes it still be lit up. So unfortunately won't save much battery here, but it still looks a little bit different and more aesthetically pleasing, I guess, especially during the nighttime, so your irises aren't blasted with just pure white light. But moving on to the next option, it's going to be just a simple split screen. So when you go into the recent, you will see this little button right here, basically two bars with a dot in the middle. That is split screen, and you can launch two apps at the same time. So when you launch one, the first one, it will go to the top, and then you can launch any kind of other app that you have installed on your device, with some limitations. Not every device or not every app will be supported. So I will show you ones that actually aren't, and I'm pretty sure things like camera shouldn't be, unless it looks like it actually keeps that in mind. So in the apps that it allows you to split screen with, the apps that wouldn't be able to aren't really included in here. So that's kind of nice, but I assume if I go home, I can open up camera and basically fail it. There we go, as you can see. So best case scenario for this is opening up YouTube, as you would see right over here. YouTube, making it split screen, and then opening up any kind of additional app, and whatever video is playing here, it will continue to play even when you press home button and it's in this minimized state right here. It will continue to play whatever is playing till you actually lock the device or completely close off the app by, for instance, doing this. Now moving on to the next option, it's going to be the edge bar. Now, as you maybe have seen it throughout the video, it's this tiny little bar right here, which you can pull from the side, and as you can see, you can add certain apps into it. You can also edit it by basically tapping on the gear icon and just changing a couple things. So edge bar position, so we can change the position. Now the way we change it is by, I believe, tapping on it. Yeah, so you can see you kind of just tap on the side that you want it to be located at. It does need to be at a very edge, and that's kind of how you reposition. Now you can also edit tabs, so as you can see, there is a certain tabs. We have apps, calendar, and rules, and you can disable them if you don't want it. Now it looks like there isn't very many, but I assume you can probably download more if you look somewhere. Now if you don't want this bar at all, you can simply disable it through here as well. Now if you're wondering where this setting is, because I kind of access it through the panel, the setting is located in advanced features under edge bar, if you want to re-enable it later on. Now moving on to the next option, it's going to be the home screen style. So by default I have the kind of not very normal style right here, which is the Apple-like, where all the apps are just smack in the middle of the home screen. But if you don't like it, you can simply change it by going into your settings, then home screen and wallpaper, home settings, home screen style, and change it to drawer mode. And if we now leave, you can see that there is this arrow that allows us to pull up the drawer, and all the apps will be now in here. And also that will remove most of the apps that were on the home screen previously. So I'm not sure if you paid attention. If you go back, you can most likely see it. This page was entirely filled with games, along with the next one as well. I had several apps on there. It automatically removed them and placed them in the drawer, which you can access by swiping up. And moving now to the last option, which I kept the best for last is the gesture navigation. And this will allow you to remove the outdated buttons at the bottom and substitute them for something a little bit more modern and more minimalistic. So all we need to do is go into the settings again, scroll down to advanced features. I think I already passed it. Yeah, there it is. And from here we're gonna go into system navigation and choose gestures. Now it gives you some animation right here too, so you have some kind of idea on how to use it, but the gist of it is swipe from the side. As you can see, there is an arrow appearing and you can swipe from either side, and this is now the back gesture, so it goes back one page. Fairly nice one, especially considering that it's from a side on these rounded corners. So that's the first one. Then to go home, you simply swipe up. Now it does need to be swiped up from straight at the bottom. There we go. I needed to grab the phone for it to actually work. And then also another one is swipe up and hold, which will open up recent, as you can see right now. And again, swipe up quickly to just go home. Now, if you're having trouble with the home gesture, which I did see some people struggling with, the best tip for using it would be to start the swipe gesture basically off the screen. As you can see, my, for instance, finger is off the screen, and when I swipe up, it will register it again, as you can see. So if you're having trouble with it registering, try to swipe off the screen onto it rather than from the screen up, because that might the device may think that you're just trying to access, for instance, your app tray right here. So just a tip. But this will conclude all the tweaks and tricks that I wanted to share, and if you found this very helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.